We've seen it happen before. Large, strong hurricanes approaching the Gulf Coast tend to weaken just before landfall. That's the conclusion of hurricane researchers after looking at 30 years of storms. This morning, Fox 10 News meteorologist Matt Barentine spoke to the lead author of that research, who happens to be the National Hurricane Center's director.
It's something hurricane forecasters have suspected for decades. And after looking at 30 years of storms, National Hurricane Center Director Ed Rappaport verified their suspicions.
While every storm is unique, weaker systems, depressions and storms and low-end hurricanes tend to strengthen, while the strongest of the hurricanes over the central Gulf tend to weaken just before landfall.
This tendency is caused by a correlation between a storm's size and the water temperatures of the Gulf.
It appears that the smaller storms, especially those that move quickly, do not have a chance to stir up the waters themselves. Their central core moves over waters that remain relatively warm all the way to the coast.
But large hurricanes with their large wind fields have a different effect.
Larger, slower-moving storms churn up much of the water ahead of the center, and the waters below the surface, particularly near the coast, are relatively cool. When the center encounters those upwelled, cooled, churned waters, then it tends to weaken.
Large hurricanes like Ivan and Katrina followed that rule. They weakened from Category 5s to Category 3s just before landfall. Think about that. They could have been stronger. Despite the research, Rappaport says prepare for a strengthening storm.
We still have some challenges with intensity forecasting, and one of the rules of thumb is to prepare for one category higher than what the official forecast is suggesting.
In Mobile, Matt Barentine, Fox 10 News.
And Rappaport points out that small and strong storms like Camille and Charlie are the exceptions to the rule. They stay strong without churning up the water enough to weaken them.